So here we have a course that the user bought, and the course has lessons. Now when a user opens a lesson, we want to make a sidebar navigation for the user to see all the lessons of the course, and this way he'll see which one he has opened now, and he can navigate through all the lessons. So we go to our lessons show view, and we're going to make two columns. In one column there will be the content of the lesson, and in the other column there will be the navigation. So we're going to create a row, a big column and a small column. So in the big column there will be the current lesson content, and in the smaller one there will be the navigation. So we have the big column now, and in the small one we'll have the navigation. For the navigation, we're going to render the lesson previews that we've created earlier. Now, we had the lesson previews each as a list group item, but we are going to move the list group item out of here, and it's going to be in the views, so that it doesn't have to always be a list group item. It can be a card or any other class as we like. And here in our show, we'll also, in our courses show, we will make it as a list group item right here. So we put it as a list group item. Let's go back to our show, and it works as it worked previously. Now we're going back to our lesson show, and we're going to add something similar in our lesson show. So we're going to the column, and we're pasting this inside. Now it tells us that we didn't specify what lessons are in our lessons controller. So we're going to take lessons are at course.lessons. Now, as you remember, we've declared what the course is in our private set lesson and set course. So here we have courses, we have the name of the course, the lessons, and the name of the lesson. That's where we set it. Now we save our controller. So we've declared our lessons in the show action, and we have the two lessons. Okay, but now we want to make the lesson that is currently open visible. So we'll give it some kind of visual style. Now to do that, we will add something like this. So if the lesson here is the lesson that is being shown, then we'll give this list group item a success clause, somehow like this. So if lesson equals at lesson is going to have a success clause. Otherwise, it's not going to have such a clause. So else, like this. Let's see if it works. No, not really. Let's go to the Bootstrap documentation and see how list groups work. Okay, we're going to give it an active clause. Let's see, now it tells us that both of them are active, and we don't see the text. Now, let's see how we can color them. So for coloring, it would be list group item secondary, for example, or success. So we will take not the active class, but success. Okay, looks fine, but for some reason we have both of them colored. So we will go back here and add some more validation. So we will say if the current lesson is present and the lesson that is in this list equals the current lesson, then we will display it as a success clause. So let's refresh, and it works. Now let's try to navigate to another course, to another lesson, and we see that we have our navigation working. We have the current lesson open, and we can navigate through the lessons. Now let's also add some kind of header. So we will add the course name, and we will add how many % of the course the user has passed. So we will add an additional list group item right on top, in which we will have the course title and the course progress. So here's the course title. We will also have a link to the course. So just like this, we'll just copy the thing that we have on top. Here's the course, and we'll have the progress of the course. So for the progress of the course, I've just copied the code that we've created many times before, and here we see the progress. Now we'll move it to another row. So here we see the course progress. We can go to the course page. Works fine, and we'll just not nest it inside the link. Okay, so here we see the progress of the course and the course name. Let's also remove this back to course link, because we have already two alternative ways to go to the course back. So we're going to our lesson show, and where did we have this back to course link? Let's open lesson show once again. Yes, here's back to course. We just remove it. So in this lesson, we added navigation to our lessons. So we have a sidebar where we can navigate from one lesson to another and see the progress in the lessons. Thank you.